What's going on, everybody? Carolina Combat back today with 2025 NCAA qualifier and new Iowa State transfer, Carson Floyd. Carson, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so kind of just speaking into kind of your new journey, kind of what sparked the transition to Iowa State and just what made that the perfect fit for you to finish out the rest of your college career?
So back in April, I decided I was actually going to just stop wrestling for a little bit. I've recently had a couple surgeries, about four in the past 2 years, and my body wasn't feeling it anymore. So I was going into practice every day. I was like, gosh, like my body hurts, all this other stuff, and so I ended up going in and telling the app team, I was like, hey, like I'm done. Like I'm not gonna wrestle next year. Like so then I went home and I wanted to keep training and then take a year off and potentially come back. And so I was training at Davidson RTC and just talking to the coaches there. And then I was also helping out with Lake Norman Wrestling, wrestling with some guys individually, like Kyler Pickard from Belmont Abbey. And so I was wrestling with all these guys, and then I get like someone sets me up to come up here and like just train at the RTC. And so I come up here, I'm training, I'm like, gosh, like these guys are good at wrestling. And like it was the first time in a while where like I went into a practice and I like lost like a lot. And it was like first time in a while where I was like, I couldn't do anything. And so I was like, I kind of started getting excited. I was like, this is where I need to be. And so I learned so much. I spent 3 days here just training and just trained right with over the summer. And then I was like, yeah, this is where I got to go. Like I got to be here. So I came back and I was like, I got to figure out how to get there. And so I applied to come here. I came here. And then talked to coach the first day of school, and he was like, "Yeah, you can join the team." So that's pretty much how it happened.
How's that transition been so far?
It's been awesome. Like everyone's super nice. Everyone's very kind to me and everything like that. So all the coaches
And
are really supportive.
yeah, speaking in your recovery, you like how's that going so far? And you kind of have any kind of timeline when you'll be back?
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I mean, I probably I won't wrestle a match until after NCAA. So um, I just got labrum surgery, and then they put six anchors in and fixed some other stuff in there, like my rotator cuff and subscap. Uh, but they said I just got the surgery August 12th. So it won't be until month three until I can start being in the weight room and lifting. And it won't be until Christmas time until I can start wrestling. So then after that, I probably won't get cleared until April of next year. So that's pretty much where my timeline's at right now.
And how do you stay motivated during, it's kind of, I'm sure it's tough being sidelined.
Yeah, I mean it's tough, but it's also like I get that itch, you know. Like I want to be back on the mat. I get to see all these guys like Rocky Elam, David Carr, like younger Batista, and all these other guys. And I'm like Anthony Etchmandia. I'm just watching them. I'm like, gosh, like they're good at wrestling. Like I need to get on the mat. Like I got a lot of work to do. Like especially seeing like younger and Rocky. I'm thinking to myself like yeah, they're gonna kick my butt whenever I get back. Like I gotta get on the mat so I can like catch up. Like I'm not gonna be able to catch up if I spend too much time off. And so it just makes me like it makes me want to get out there even more. So
I know you are medical redshirting this year. How much years of eligibility do you have remaining?
I only have 1 year of eligibility. So it's either I mean I could medical redshirt this year, potentially even redshirt next year if I wanted to. Uh, it really doesn't. I don't really know how it's all gonna go. I did my first 3 years at App and started all 3 years there, so I haven't redshirted yet. But I mean, it's pretty much what the coaches want. Like they'll tell me, and then that's how we'll just play it by ear.
With another couple years of competing, do you plan to stick around, wrestle in the RTC, push for the world teams? Kind of what's your goals, I guess, after you're
Yeah,
done with your college eligibility?
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on how life goes after, but depends on my body really. Like if I goes after college, I'll probably get this shoulder fixed because I'm pretty sure I've torn that labrum. So, I mean, it's all if my body feels good enough to where I can still like compete and wrestle at a high level, like I would love to just go out there and represent USA.
Recapping last season, you took third in SoCons and got the at-large to the NCAAs. Kind of walk me through that at-large process and just what it was kind of like getting your first experience wrestling at the NCAA tournament.
So the at-large process is it's weird. Like I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how to describe it. It was kind of like I lost at conference and I was ranked like 28th going into conference. So pretty much anytime you're ranked that low, you're not getting an at-large bid. So there's my teammate who was ranked like 23rd at the time. He was going in and he was like, he ended up losing that conference. So we're like, all right, he has a shot. And they pretty much told me, like, yeah, you don't have a shot. And then I'm looking at the brackets and there's no upsets. There's like pretty practically no upsets. And what that means is like there's actually a shot for me to get a at large bid. And so I ended up getting one, luckily. I mean, one more upset, I wouldn't have got one. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the works there. Like, I mean, just praying to God, like it's awesome experience to go out there. And NCAA's, I mean, it was definitely a first for me. I felt like the nerves got to me a little bit the first match. I won't even lie, but no, it was really cool just to see everyone and kind of see everyone at the same level. Where it's like I don't like it felt good to like get everyone off their pedestal. Like I felt like I held some people up to that like next level and going there and seeing them at NCAA's and it's like they're all doing the same exact thing as I am. So like it kind of helped me with my confidence after it. So
Recapping your time at App State, what's one of your favorite or fondest memories of your time there?
oh, that's a I got a lot of very fond memories of that place. Trying to think favorite or fondest. Uh, I would say probably winning either the West Virginia duel or the Bellarmine duel. The Bellarmine duel was a good one for me just because I was sitting in the back room and I try to focus on myself whenever I'm like wrestling, so I don't watch my teammates heading up to my match. I just kind of go back and sit down, relax, listen to music, watch some videos or something like that. And so I'm going out there and we're losing at this point in the duel and they really like it was kind of like I had all the coaches come up to me and say like, "Hey, like we need you, like we need you big time." And then I was actually going against a kid that was pretty good. I didn't know that at the time, but he was ranked like 29th in RPI. And so I when my coach came up to me, Coach Mailer, I said, "I'm gonna get the pin, by the way." And he's like, "All right, like we just need you to win." I was like, "No, I'm gonna pin him."
Fighting hard, Floyd working to get those hits down and collects the pin. So that's 6 points for App State.
And so I go out there and yeah, I'm wrestling him, and something weird happens. He almost gets a takedown. It was a weird call, and so we ended up going out of bounds, and um, we get reset. I take him down straight to his back, and second period comes back, and he chooses bottom against me. And his coach is like, "Why are you choosing bottom? Like, do not choose bottom against him." And the guy like looks at his coach, looks at the ref, and just goes down. And his coach starts freaking out, and then I get on top. I throw a half, and I pin him right there. And so it's kind of just like a really good moment for me because like I felt like I really like helped the team clutch up there, and where we ended up winning the duel. So
Ventures Combat for Connection, you're a community outreach director. Kind of what's your role within that, and just kind of speak on the organization, what it's about.
yeah, so my role is to just start going out there and try and get people like raise awareness and get people into the community. So right now I've been reaching out to a lot of wrestlers and just talking to them saying like, hey, like we would love to have you a part of our program and just trying to build those connections. especially at the college level. Like I've been reaching out to some wrestlers at Belmont and App State, even here at Iowa, and then some wrestlers in like the Virginia areas and stuff like that. So it's been a big process for me doing that as and that being my role, but I've been doing that, and then I also raise money and then try to put on camps, and that's one of the biggest things, like trying to set up camps where we don't have to like where we could just raise money for the school and our cause. And so our goal right now is just to build a community where you can go out there and you can talk to people and just about the hard things, like not even just like about like wrestling losses, but even just stuff that like you're dealing with mentally. And like that's the whole idea between the shirts that we have. It's like if I'm wearing this shirt, that means you can come talk to me. Like you can have faith that I'm gonna be there for you and I'm gonna listen to you. So I mean it's a big process, but we're slowly growing and trying to build that community.
For anyone that wants to get involved with the organization, kind of how would they go about that?
So you could always just reach out to me or Miss Williams, who actually runs the Combat African Connection page, and we'll get you in touch. And we'll you can always. So I actually have stuff from Miss Williams. I was texting her last night about it, and she said, let's see, some things that like if you visit our webpage, and you can become a pledger and then share our mission and reach out to partner with us, that together that we can build a stronger, more connected wrestling community. So
Absolutely. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know the backstory, can you kind of just give a little brief backstory on how it started, kind of, I guess, how you got involved?
yeah, so there's this kid, his name is Anthony Foraker, and I wrestled with him on the middle school team back at Brawley Middle School, which is now Woodland Heights Middle School. But he was a sixth grade whenever I was in eighth grade, and so we didn't really talk much at all. And then whenever I went up to high school, it was about my junior year, which was COVID, and so we had that pushback season, and he was going to be a rising freshman. But I mean, I didn't talk to him because we hadn't had practice or anything like that yet. So I never was able to speak to him or anything like that. And then Christmas Eve uh, in 2020, uh, I find out that he just committed suicide. And it was a hard thing to hear just because it was one of my teammates where like I've had bad mental stuff with like my past, and the one thing that I felt like is I could turn towards my teammates to talk about it. Like one of my best friends, his name was Jeremiah Garcia, and like I was always felt comfortable turning to him and talking about it. So if it was kind of it was a weird thing for me where it's like I didn't realize that some people didn't feel like that. And that was always what I wanted. Like if I felt like I could turn and talk to someone, like I want them to know like you can turn and talk to me also. And so that's the whole idea behind Combat for Connection. It's like if you're going through something, you're not alone. Like even the highest level of athletes have gone through something like that. Like I've had a bad experience in life and I've had bad past, and it all like I will say it always gets better. But you just gotta talk to someone and just work through it. And so I went and sat down with Miss Williams, and we try to figure out how to raise awareness. And she started this Combat for Connection. I was like, I want to help. How am I going to help? And that's whenever back then I had a long mullet, went down to a little bit past my like shoulders and stuff, and we kind of were like, I put something out there. I was like, yeah, I'll shave my mullet if we raise $1,000 for suicide awareness. And within 2 nights, I mean, we hit the goal, raised $1,000, and the next day I had uh, like Anthony's little brothers come and shave the back of my head. So I mean, it was good. It was an awesome thing for the community. I felt like, and I was very proud of that.
I guess, kind of going into this next year, what's your next goal with Combat for Connection?
Grow it as much as possible. I would like to be able to set up some more camps. So one of the things that I've been trying to do is, as community outreach director, is I'm trying to reach out to high level athletes to where they could come in and do a wrestling camp, and we would do it for cheap. And that way we can get a lot of people in. Like maybe like what I did at AL Brown is we did it like $20 a person, and $10 would go to Combat for Connection, $10 to the school, and then all these kids come in for a full day of camp, and we just talk. We go in, we wrestle, we have fun, and then for 30 minutes of it, like after lunch, we go and we talk about like our cause. We go talk about like mental health. Like Miss Williams will share her story sometimes. I'll share my story, and like we'll have whoever wants to share like their story come up and share their story, and just so people know that like, hey, like you're not alone. Like we've all been there. Like it's okay. It's okay to not be okay, but like you got to work through it. And you got to talk to people and just stay around. So.
Absolutely. For any younger wrestlers or people who look up to you, what advice would you give them?
Keep grinding. I mean, at the end of the day, like life's not fair. Like there will be stuff in life that doesn't go your way, but that's never an excuse to quit. You always gotta get up and keep trying. Control what you can control. If you can't control the way the ref calls a match. You can't control what your opponent does. You can't control all this other stuff, but you can control your diet. You can control your weight. You can control all this other stuff. Where like if you can control that and just become the best wrestler you can be, you'll do great things.
When it's all said and done, what's your goal for your wrestling career?
I want to be that NCAA champ. It's been the goal since I was a kid. I always said that I would win it. So I'm hoping. I think I'm at a place where I can go out there now and win it. And like, I mean, even saying that here, like people are like, yeah, like go do it. It's not like a crazy thing to say here. So it's awesome.
Absolutely. As we wrap up, for your fans or supporters watching, what kind of message would you like to give them?
Uh, I mean, thank you guys for all the support. Like it's been awesome. It's been a great journey. Um, I hope to go out there and make you guys all proud, and uh, go out there and win a national title. So yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Carson, thanks for coming on the show. Best of luck with your recovery and everything else. And again, thanks for coming on.
All right. Thank you.